How's it going, folks? How's it going, you guys? Man, you already know the waves and you definitely know the vibes. It is Zachariah White, a.k.a. Big Daddy Drip, back at it like it's nothing with this drip in the sauce, cause I am the boss. I am back. We are here, man, and as y'all, y'all already know what time it is or whatever. As soon as, I get this camera up, you see the aesthetics or whatever. Y'all already know what the fuck we about to get into. Not only that, listen, we got the music in the background too. By the way, big shout out to big shout out. Wow, let me get my words together. Big shout outs to Sue Surf. I'm not gonna hold you, Sue Surf is my favorite fucking battle rapper, man. My favorite battle rapper. And I ain't gonna hold you. At this point in time, just favorite rapper in general. Alright? Big shout outs to the battle rap culture, by the way. Big shout outs to Sue Surf as well. Alright? And also big shout outs to Richie Workhorse as well. Cause he fucking up. He's body bagging the fucking hook on this one. But anyway, man, y'all, this is the 32nd. Wow, wait, is it the 32nd? No. I think I might be off. It's the 33rd episode of the Royal High Table. The 33rd episode, man, and y'all, man, shit. Well, first off, let me just say this. Happy Saturday to everybody, even though it's like 10:55, at night. Alright, it's 10:55 at night. Pretty soon, it's gonna be fucking Sunday. That's crazy. Let me take that back, because it's not Saturday. That shows, y'all, listen, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I don't know what the fuck I just said. Happy Sunday to everybody. Alright, and not too long from now, it's gonna be Monday. Ooh, hold on. First off, let me cut this volume down, because I hope that y'all hear more of me than the actual music, even though the music is fucking fire. But yeah, and y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all as far as what happened today. Listen, I finally I slept in, and I stayed up really late, and then I slept in. I'm not even gonna say I slept in. It's just, of course, just because I stayed up late and I slept about the normal time that I would have slept. I started the day a whole lot later, so I don't know. But nonetheless, man, here we are. Not too long ago, I finished up a movie. All right, I finished up a movie. It was what's called Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. All right, so big shout outs to Mark Wahlberg as well, and big shout outs to fucking Panda Express, because they got your boy right. I was hungry all fucking day, and you know what? I'm good at least for now. But let's see, what else? So earlier today, I ended up uploading basically the episode from last night. I uploaded it to YouTube, then I uploaded it to the podcasting sources, then I promoted it on my social media. Alright, so but nonetheless, man, y'all make sure that y'all check out y'all check that shit out, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on Spotify, Anchor, wherever it is that you happen to catch it from. Make sure that you pull up, show love, show support. Excuse me. But speaking of this particular episode, because I'm sitting up here doing a whole bunch of talking on a whole bunch of other shit. This particular episode, I don't know, depending on, I guess, how much, I don't know, I guess it really depends on how deep I really go into these questions or whatever. It could be long or it could be short, because I have two warm-up questions or whatever, but y'all know sometimes, even though it's warm up, sometimes I take it and I just go. I just keep going and talking, so we got that going for ourselves. And then I ended up finding two more hot topics, different from yesterday. Now granted, one of them I was actually aware of. I came across it yesterday, but I didn't quite, I was like, I'll save it for a later time, and lo and behold, we're able to use it right now. But yeah, no. So we got again two warm questions or two warm topics, two hot topics, and then not only that, let's see. Oh yeah, and of course we got the announcements in between, and there's like basically I continue to promote what I promoted in the last episode. Plus, there's an additional event going on from another organization that I will also promote. At like the halfway mark. Or the transition between warm and what's it called, and the hot topic stuff. All right, but that's basically the rundown. That's basically what we're gonna be doing for this particular episode. But y'all already know the protocols and y'all already know the procedures, man. When y'all come over here, and we all convene, we come, we break bread, we chop it, we up here, we toasting, we drinking, we kiki-keying, we laughing and all that other sort of jazz. Listen, that's awesome. But yo, like everybody over here is a king, queen, god, goddess, emperor, empress, boss, whatever. Everybody's got their shit. Now, whether they know what it is that they own and got what their lane is, I don't know. Hopefully they do. But if they don't, well, everybody shoot. Many people got multiple lanes. But whatever it is, if they don't know what it is, hopefully they find out. But nonetheless, we treat everybody, all right, with a great deal of love, respect, all right, consideration, regard, all that other sort of jazz. So when y'all pull up to this motherfucking table, and again, we have an awesome time and we enjoy each other's company, y'all make sure that y'all put on your motherfucking crowns for everybody loud and proud, man. Y'all do it for yourselves. Y'all do it for what and who you represent, and you do it to let the world know basically what the fuck y'all got going on, man. Do that shit. Now, granted, I don't have my physical crowns on me like y'all. I'm in a hotel and I ain't got all my shit with me. But nonetheless, what we gonna do? We gonna put on our mental. We gonna put on our spiritual. We gonna put on our emotional crowns. You know what? And shit, I'll go ahead and lead the way. Let me. Bing! Got it on. We got it on, man. We got it on. But yes, just before I even get into what I gotta say, I don't know if y'all can well, hopefully y'all can hear it. I'm pretty sure y'all can hear it or whatever. But also, I just gotta say, hell, again, for the people that I keep giving shout outs, they definitely have more eyes on them than I have on me. But I'm still show love, show support. All right. Big shout outs to Young Eek. All right, this is his Word 7 freestyle. I don't know when he came out with it, but it is super fucking fire. So y'all go give that shit a listen. That shit is really fucking dope. All right, his YouTube channel, his name on YouTube, Young Eek. Man, y'all go check that shit out. But now it's time for us to get into the good shit. Matter of fact, hold up. I'll let the music play while I pull up. I should have had my damn notes pulled up on this laptop, but it's cool. Come on, hurry up. Oh, no. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Okay. We got it. This should be it. This better be it. It is it. Alright. Let me. Yeah. Let me go ahead and put that shit on pause. Young Eek is spitting fire, man. And speaking of that, I'm not gonna lie. Just listening to him. And I've listened to this particular song like multiple times, but just listening to it, it made me want to just go get a beat, write some shit, and spit some shit to it. But you know what? Again, we'll save that for another time. We'll save it for another time. But now that we have our shit pulled up. Excuse me. Ooh, let me go ahead and pull up the first freaking question. The first question, bing, bam, right here. All right, now the first question, then I think it's going to be somewhat a bit of a continuation of Like I guess some of the questions from last night, right? Now, I think one of the questions that we talked about last night was it was where do you find peace? That was one that we talked about. Now this question is very similar, in which, by the way, again, big shout outs to Bucket List Journey. All right, because I get a number. Wait, hold up. Okay, my fault, y'all. I thought I heard something, but yeah, no, I get, of course, I get a number of my questions from Bucket List Journey. So yeah, big shout outs to them. But this next question is very similar to the where do you find peace question. And this question is where do you wait? Oh yeah, where do you find inspiration? All right, and of course, I mean, I guess the question again very similar, but definitely different. You know, where do you find inspiration? And again, I will make this a poll for like my Spotify and Anchor listeners. But yo, if y'all happen to be tuning in on YouTube, if y'all happen to be on well, I was about to say if y'all happen to be on IG, but I'm not even I'm not even this ain't going to IG yet. But what I will say is this, like again, the question, where do you find inspiration? Y'all do not be shy, all right? If there's anything that I said that you guys agree with or disagree with, or it made you think of something else, y'all feel free to let it be known. You know, this does not have to be a one streak conversation. And again, just as we continue to grow and develop, this won't be a one streak conversation. I'll be able to have the whole live set up and people will call in and all sorts of shit. We'll be doing all sorts of crazy fun shit. But yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts. You know, let it be known in the comment section or hit me up in my social media DMs. And that will be in the description below. So y'all make sure to hit me up. But again, where do you find inspiration? And I don't know where the fuck. Yo, I'm mad as shit. Cause just within this, I don't know. We've been going for about 12 minutes and I've already yawned like 5 times. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But of course, let me go ahead and answer the question because I've been dancing around for way too long. Where do I find inspiration? And of course, y'all, I guess disclaimer, a lot of times when I talk or like I answer these questions, like somewhere along the lines, like especially just as the episodes keep going on and on, I end up tying back in my kingdoms and my empires. I always fucking say that. My kingdoms and my empires. I always tie in the internal spear, the external spear, the white empire. Like I always tie that shit in somehow, for the most part. And this question is going to be no exception. Basically, like some of the bullet points that I was able to put down, like for my response, I put like, of course, self-inspiration is like the major theme. So I just and I just got to say again, thank God, thank the Lord, thank any and everything holy, because I really just look at like the progress as a means for inspiration. And granted, I'm not saying that I'm not inspired by anything outside of me. That's not what I'm saying. I feel like I've already answered the question before, and like I've maybe if I like I've either answered the question directly or indirectly, and I've like mentioned again people like LeBron James. I've mentioned Steph Curry. I've mentioned Tom Brady. I've mentioned I've mentioned like external people. But there are like what I call internal sources that are like connected to me, like the things that like I guess I've created. That's like okay, well that's Zachariah shit. So to answer this question directly on this particular occasion, again, like where I find inspiration, I just look around. Like I just basically I look around like my kingdom, look around my empire, and that in itself, just the sight of it is everything. The sight of it, the audio. My apologies, y'all. But yes, the site, the audio, just everything about it, just being able to bear witness to it, that in itself is inspiration. And like I'll like, well, let me like provide specific examples. Like what I put down underneath like the bullet points or as like sub bullet points was I put the binders, I put the notebooks, I put the YouTube videos, I put the podcast episodes, I put the photo and the video portfolio. Now, granted, I can't necessarily show y'all like the YouTube videos, the podcast episodes, the photo or the video portfolio that I have, but I do have and I don't even have the binders on me at the moment. But I'm about to go grab the notebooks. All right, hold up, y'all. It'll only just take me just a couple seconds. Bam. Right here. Just this. And here's the crazy part, right? Because like these are like regular ass notebooks. But the thing that makes them special, is, of course, is not not how it looks, but what's written inside of it. And within these notebooks, one of them, I'm not gonna lie, one of them is like a personal diary notebook, and the other ones are like notebooks that I have like as it pertains to really like daily and weekly agendas, just for me to just listing out things that I would like to have accomplished, the ways in which that I intend to go about in accomplishing those things, the goals and the objectives that we're trying to get, that we're trying to get to. And not only that, hell, some shit is like just planning in ahead. There's a whole bunch of shit that's going on within these particular notebooks, and sometimes and like I haven't quite filled out an entire notebook yet, but like one thing that I do is like for the agendas, like when I go through and I craft out like, okay, daily agenda, weekly agenda, even sometimes monthly agendas, for whatever it is that I accomplish, like I write, like I make a check mark, right? And so and I do that just as a means of like when I go back, and I think to some degree it's somewhat like has like a historian kind of effect. Like when you go back and like, not you, but when I go back and look at it, it's like, oh shit, damn, like on this specific date, these were all the goals that were that were I guess created for this particular entity, whether it be the White Empire, whether it be the YouTube kingdom, the musical kingdom, or whatever. And then it's like, okay, well, damn, although he didn't get to everything, shit, he got to quite a bit. he got to quite a bit, and not only that, here's another thing also, that at least that I've noticed in doing the like weekly and the weekly and daily agendas. And I'm going to try to like tie again, make sure that I draw a direct connection back to the question, where do you find inspiration? Like sometimes, like there is a number of times where like I create again these agendas, and not everything gets tended to. There are some days like y'all, if I don't even have the binder on me, but like I have like specifically the internal spirit. Like consistently, I have a whole bunch of things planned for a whole, like for the weekly agendas. There's like a whole bunch of things that I plan to do for all these different empires, right? And in doing so, I guess all the kingdoms that fall underneath them. But like there are a lot of times where I only have like a couple things checked off, right? But even back early on when I first started doing it, even though I haven't been doing it for a crazy long time, I started it back like, I mean, I'm a junior now, so I started it like last year-ish. like I never like was like it didn't like I didn't look at it like a failure. I didn't, I guess like look down or look bad upon it because, like I don't know, maybe like I just look like even though I've separated many different things into like again kingdoms, empires, like into separate entities, right? I look at like the progress as a whole. Although like for in let's say for my business related entities, I didn't quite do what I intended for the week, or maybe I haven't done what I intended to do for the business related entities for a while. Shit, I haven't done anything. But nonetheless, when I look at, okay, well, what's the overall progress that's been done, is like, well, damn, okay, well, I mean, I know that you hadn't gotten to this and you hadn't gotten to that, but when you overall look at everything, I mean, you've done a lot, like damn, okay, so you took notes on these religious, these uh, religious related videos, these religious related, basically religious related information. Oh damn, you took, okay, so you really went down and got down, took notes on these wisdom related, videos, these wisdom related information. Okay, I see that. Oh damn, you done went through and damn, you've uploaded this amount of videos, or you've uploaded this amount of podcasts, or you've oh damn, okay, so you like you wrote out these number of songs or poems or all that other sort of jazz. But I look at all that, just again, the all that really like inspires me, because it's like, well damn, I mean, even e- even if like progress may be slow, like progress is still progress. Progress is still progress, just like money is still money. Hell, it don't matter if it's a dollar, $10, $100, $1,000,000, whatever. Money is money. Money is money. So and I'll say this again, like, where do I like find inspiration? Like, one of the main like visuals that inspires me is that a lot of times, like, when I'm going about and just like, I guess, well, like every single day, I like, I guess, make it a point to organize three things at the very least. And what I mean by organize, I mean like clean up, right? Like, I make it a thing to clean up like what I consider my throne. Like at this point in time, even though like this hotel isn't mine, like the chair that I'm sitting in is the throne. So I make it my business to clean up the throne. I make it my business to clean up what I consider the throne room, which is this entire room or whatever. And also like to clean up the bed. I've attributed a certain kind of meaning to it, but like, it's, I think it goes back to, and I was talking about this yesterday, about like how I was really like creating and making something into my own, or at least hopefully I think I mentioned that specifically, but just creating and making something into my own. So sometimes like I just like I'll take a pause really just like look at my surroundings, look at how I organize things, look at how I'm basically living life, how I'm just basically how I'm fucking doing things or whatever. And I just I look at the chair, I'm like, oh damn, like, yo, you really done decorated it out. Like, this is like an ordinary ass chair, but and granted, you made it into a throne using some like ordinary ass shit. Like they like okay, like, okay, the chair itself is pretty basic, and you put and the covers that you put on top, the pillows, and all the other accessories, all the other decorations, pretty basic in itself, but you put it all together, and now it's this one big ass fucking throne. It's this one throne, and not only that, maybe it might not mean nothing to nobody else, but it means something to you, and it keeps you going, and it keeps you moving. So you know what? Awesome. Awesome. That's a great source of inspiration. And I'm proud of you, Zachariah. At least that's what I'm saying to myself. And, like, but another, I guess, like, site, it would be sometimes, like, y'all, I have, like, a number of gadgets, and I'm not trying to, like, promote it, and, I'm not trying to brag or anything. But like I have like a number of different screens, so it's like 3 computer monitors, and I got about like 4 computers, and then 4 laptops as well, and each and every single screen has like a creation of mine playing, a creation or something playing. Mostly it'll be YouTube videos. But every so often, sometimes I might mix it up. I might have like the podcast playing in the background, or I need to like y'all, because one, I need to actually upload my basically my photo slash video portfolio, because that shit it's getting lit, y'all. It's getting lit. And matter of fact, speaking of that, I have some videos and photos to deposit into that shit. But but nonetheless, like I look at it and I'm like, damn, like, oh, I don't know how the rest of the world may view it. I don't know how anybody, any entity, anywhere else is going to view this or whatever. But yo, you really are making moves, man. And not only that, even if said thing that you did is small and minuscule and doesn't mean shit now, I guess it's the power of compound interest. It's gonna mean something later on. It's gonna mean something later on to somebody, whether it be you or anybody else. But yeah, sometimes I really, and I guess I don't even mean to make this like I don't even mean to make this like an advice sort of kind of thing. But y'all, sometimes it's okay to take a look around and at what you're doing, what you like, whether it be what you're creating, all the activities that you're doing, your accomplishments, whatever it is. It's okay to take a step, to take some time, look back, like, yo, shit, I'm really doing this, and I'm doing that, and I'm doing that, and I'm doing that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Damn, I really got it going on. So yeah, it's okay to do that. It's okay to do that, and y'all should do that. But basically, that's hell. Even this, there's gonna come a point in time where I'm sitting in that throne that I done put a whole bunch of chairs, towels, teddy bears, whole bunch of shit in, right? And I'm just sitting back, just looking, and then and this same exact podcast that I got going on is what I'm gonna be looking at. I'm gonna be looking at myself, going on talking. I'm sitting up here. I'm like, yo, that nigga really is doing something, ain't that? But yeah, nah. Again, yeah. That's where I find inspiration from. But I'm not gonna sit up here and keep repeating and going on and on and on and on. We're gonna move on to the second question. All right. Now, actually, let me sit this back here. Now, as far as the second question, and I'm not gonna lie, it's the last one. It's the last one for this particular episode. The last warm topic thingy. Why do I keep calling it thingy? The last warm topic, question is, which activities make you lose track of times? I will also pose this either as a poll or a question. Which activities make you lose track of times? You guys, again, feel free to let me know. Also let me know what you guys thought about the last question, and about my response as well, or about my response. Either or is fine. But which activities make you lose track of time? Again, this is also coming from Bucket List Journey, so big shout outs to them yet again. But the activities, and I think I might be like, I'll definitely repeat somewhat like the same sentiment that I expressed within the last question. Because like the activities that make me lose track of time, really any activities regarding I put the internal spheres, I'll say anything regarding my internal, like anything that I have constituted as the internal sphere and the external sphere, right? And of course, I've listed a number of activities. All right, I've listed making YouTube videos. I've listed making music. I've listed playing video games. I've listed playing with my teddy bears. I've listed taking notes. I've listed creating the daily and weekly agendas, and I've listed taking a shower. Now I could take these piece by piece. I'm going to go to the daily and weekly agendas just because even as I read that out in my mind, I was like, ain't that the fucking truth? Only reason why I say that is because y'all, like, I'm telling yo, like, sometimes, like, as of recently, these past couple of weeks, I think a couple days ago, I made let me stop saying I think. I know I made my agenda, like, for the internal sphere and the external sphere, like, as I guess as a collective, and that took a while. That took a while just because there's so many things that, like, there's so many components that really make up those two entities. Like, there's a whole bunch of shit that makes it up. So, and I typically have a lot of things that, like, I intend to do. Like, just I'll like name some stuff. So, of course, like per usual, talking about the internal sphere, like some things that I had listed was, like, of course, making YouTube videos. All right. Well, and even underneath that, more specifically, creating and posting videos on Madden 15, making videos on GTA San Andreas. All right. Now, funny enough, I did not like. I have like a section. Like, I have a section designated. At least typically, I would have a section designated for the podcast kingdom, or kingdoms, excuse me. But I did not do that just because, to be honest, like, we have not been doing a whole lot of podcasts this particular semester just because we've been very, very busy. But speaking of busy, that leads me to the external sphere, which is why I have not which is why I have not, basically made it a point on any of the agendas to do any, like, podcast episodes, like, on the external, like, the what's it called, weekly agenda for the external sphere. Of course, like, there's like a number of assignments. All right, so we talking, like, just within this past week, there was like I had a paper that I had to get done for my British Romantic Literature class. And then there was a presentation that I had for my Special Topics in Communications course. All right. And something is eluding me. There was a third. There was something else that I had. There was like another paper that I had to do, like, even on fucking Sunday. So yeah, and then not only that, there's like other assignments, assignments that I had to do for my Principles of Advertising course. So that's one thing. And then not only that, there's, pageant practice Monday through basically Monday through just this last week it was like Monday through Friday, excluding Friday, because also, by the way, big shout outs to, well, let me take this time, right? If and I hope they happen to, I hope these people that I'm about to shout out, they're watching this video. But big shout outs to Carissa Hudgens. Oh, not wow, I said Hudgens. No, Carissa Huggins, and Raven Jean Joseph, because Carissa, her birthday. Well, first off, both of them are contestants within the CSA's pageant. All right, and of course, I'm going to take some time out to promote that same event later on. I'm also, and I promoted it in the last episode too, but Carissa's birthday was just this past Friday, and she just turned 20. All right, and Raven's birthday is funny enough, it's actually today. her birthday is today. So, hey, big shout outs, happy birthday to both of them. Listen, I hope that both of y'all enjoy and live. Y'all make your celebrations, very, very fucking great, very, very fantastic, man. Something that you guys can remember and enjoy, just many and many years down the line. But yeah. that was the reason why practice was canceled on Friday. But nonetheless, like, shit like that is what goes on the external sphere. And then there's like a whole bunch of events, a whole bunch of shit going on campus, just within the world, for me to and I try to, like, prioritize, I try to, like, make note of it, that's like, oh yeah, yo, Zach, you may not go to it. You may not go to it. You might end up, Xing this thing off because you didn't quite go to it. But at least you wrote it down. You knew and were aware that something happened, or that this thing was going down. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, no, those like I'm not gonna hold you, especially if I write out like if I make them as detailed as I normally do. They take at the very least an hour to an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours. Like shit, I'm having like a full on meeting with my. Well, honestly, I that it's the usual because I always have meetings with myself because it's just me doing the shit. But yeah, they last as long as damn, like an e-board meeting, like an executive board meeting. So yes, that's something that makes me lose track of time as well. Cause I'll fuck around. Let's say if I started it like right now, I'll go keep writing, keep planning. Oh yo, maybe you know what? Make it an emphasis to go grocery shopping or to get groceries, and then get these specific type of groceries. And then before I know it, bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. Shit. It's damn near 11:30 right now. Bam! But when I look up, it's fucking 1 o'clock. So yeah, that's something that's one of those activities that makes me lose track of time. YouTube videos. That's the first thing that I had listed. That's another thing because like. Not only that, I typically I don't like unless I happen to get cut off. Or like I'm not even gonna say like there's anything else. I'll like if I have a short video, I got cut off, or maybe I underestimated whatever it is that I was planning on doing. But for the most part, my videos tend to be like they tend to be long. They I'll say of considerable length, right? Like I think. A good range for where my videos fall. They'll fall somewhere between 20 minutes to 45. 20 minutes to 45 minutes. That's where most of my videos fall. But obviously, of course, there's a number of videos that I got that's what 5 minutes, 6 shit. I got a couple of them that's in the seconds, but I got some 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minute, 8 minute, 9 minutes, and then obviously even though I didn't quite state this at the top of the podcast, this camera, this laptop, this gonna be my XL version, and this laptop is gonna be I guess what I have for my segments, just because I gotta cut the content up in order to get all of it out on on the podcasting sources, but yeah, no, this definitely is gonna be over an hour. So yeah, but nonetheless, man, shit, hell, I fuck around, go about recording, like let's say record two, 3, 4 videos. Before I know it, 2 to 3 hours done pass by, and don't let it be a day where I have enough time to like go crazy with the video. Like I'm talking like the normal crazy with the videos, and I fuck around and put out 8 video. I fuck around put out somewhere between 8 to 10 or 12 videos a day, or some wild shit like that. Like yeah, nah, bro. Like when I come to think about it and look back on it, I'm like, yo, damn, I was really recording for 6 fucking hours. So yeah, that's another thing that makes me lose track of time. I would say making music is another one. Making music's definitely one. Especially y'all like, I don't. For the people who are listening, I don't know if y'all have ever made music. I'm not even for whatever it is. This is what I'll say, right? Not everybody's got to make music, but everybody. I would suggest that they find something that allows them to get real creative. It allows them to I guess express some sort of kind of emotions, express whatever thoughts and ideas and whatever it is that they got up inside of them, a means of releasing, all the catharsis or whatever, just releasing the shit that you got up inside of you, all that other sort of jazz. But like when I speak to, or when I put down making music, like as I put that down and like I read it out to y'all, I was like, that is for sure. That's yeah, yeah. That can take time, just because, like, well, one, I'll say writing poetry in general, but as I mentioned before, y'all, I can rap, and you know what? It's soon enough. I'm actually like going to like actually post like some of my raps that I've like prepared, and actually like some of the songs that like I've actually written, and I've got like full ownership of. I'm going to release those for myself and for you guys as well. But one thing I'll say is like, y'all, especially that, like, there's a this is a good thing for writers, right? This is a good thing for writers, rappers, songwriters, all that, musicians, all that other sort of shit. It's when you're feeling a sort of type of way, and when I mean a sort of type of way, I don't necessarily mean mad. I just feel like whatever, like you're feeling any sort of type of way, or I don't know. I'm not gonna say any sort of type of way, but you're feeling a sort of type of way, and you feel it enough so it like you're really caught up in that particular feeling. So let's say like if like, oh, I wish. Damn. Okay. This will be a conversation that I'll have to like come back and revisit once I actually release what what I have stored in the vault. But like it's fucking. I want to say it's wonderful. Like let's say example, the what do I want to use? I'll say crown out the mud. Now, I mentioned that before, like in my videos. Crown out the mud, I'll use that as an example. That was the very first ever song that I wrote, and I wrote that like 2 years ago, right? And I hadn't had any experience writing songs or whatever, up until that point. But basically, like at the time that I was writing Crown Out the Mud, and matter of fact, I'll even pull up the instrumental. But at the time that I was writing Crown Out the Mud, like one, even though like it was definitely for a pageant. Oh, hold on, let me go ahead and put this on mute, while I explain it. But it was for a pageant, but like it was at a point in time where I don't know, I was really feeling the sort of type of way in life, not in a negative way. Like I was like feeling really good, and I was aware of the fact, like I was like fully aware of my story. I was aware of like, and I don't know, I think I was like enamored by my own story. I was enamored by, I was like a fan, a fan. I'm just watching this shit unfold, and also living it at the same time. And like senior year for me was pretty bomb, pretty fantastic. But again, like I said, like if anybody knows my life story, very very well, it's me. And like at the time that I was making like Crown Out the Mud is like is one of those songs where like I talk about some of the nitty gritty shit. I talk about, like, damn, this is some of the bad shit that's happened, but because of the fact that this bad shit happened, and God blessed me with the fortune, with the opportunity to experience some good shit in life, like, like. And not only that, I mean, and in my way, like I definitely did get a crown. I did become king. So I'm like, yeah, I really got the crown out the mud. I really went through the mud, ended up getting the crown, and now I got the shit. and not only that, I mean, listen, with the way how I'm looking at, I mean, I in my mind, I still might be going through the mud. I still might be going through shit. But to the external world outside of me, shit, it don't look like that. It looks like, okay, you really doing something. You not like, I mean, of course, everybody's gonna have struggles, but you really looking clean. You looking clean and pristine in the light, man. But yeah, like that was like that song. I guess to go back to like the point that I wanted to tell you guys, it is something amazing. Again, like as a rapper, as a songwriter, musician, like when you feel a sort of type of way, and then you also get up a fantastic beat, a beat that is so like a beat instrumental or whatever that is so great. It maybe in actuality, well maybe to other people it may not be great, but it's so special to you that you feel like it encapsulates that feeling that you have at that moment, and you're able to gel like, and you like what you want to say, what you want to divulge, and the instrumental, like y'all just it's y'all go together. It's like peanut butter and jelly, man. Everything it definitely, bro, listen, it ain't no way in hell, it ain't no oil and water shit. Like I said, the PB&J, you know, it's that, bro, that shit, it's like no other, man. All right, but hold up. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me make my point originally, right? But like, how do like one? Of course, it's one thing. It's awesome when that happens, but for me, in those events, I've been fortunate enough to experience it like a number of times. Like, let's say it you know, in the time that it takes me to, you know, write the hook and write every single verse, however many verses that I plan on writing, and all the different parts to the song that I plan on writing for it. To me, it may feel like, okay, oh damn, well you did that within 30 minutes or, you know, an hour. But you know, when I actually look at what actually happened, it's like, oh shit, damn, Zach. It's like, well, damn, Zach, you found out about the beat at 9, right? You know, let's say you took a little break or whatever, and then, you know, you just played it over in your head, and then you were like, oh shit, fuck it, I'm gonna just start writing some shit at like 9:30, you know, and then you know, you going through doing your thing, still meshing, still doing your thing with the beat, you know, rapping, all that, a whole bunch of shit, you know, and before you know it, you know, it feel like 30 minutes, but by the time you look up, it's 12:30. It's 12:30 in the morning, you know, so it's like it doesn't that what I'm talking about again, that falls right in line with it falls right in line with the original question as to like what activities make you lose track of time. Like, one, making music just in general, right? Like, you know, just in general, especially if I get like, you know, just whether it be like a regular beat or a good beat, but especially something that's like great, like, you know, at least in my eyes, great, and then it's definitely up and stuck if it's a beat that I deem is great, and I happen to be feeling a sort of type of way, and I feel like the way how I'm feeling, or the thoughts that I'm trying to get out or whatever, it happens to mesh and go with the beat, or how the beat makes me feel, or, you know, just the instrumental. But let me go ahead and play let me go ahead and actually play the instrumental. In which, by the way, before I do that, big shout outs to So Special Beats. What, y'all, I've already mentioned this before, like at some point I'm going to do what I call musical Mondays, right? In which, in musical Mondays, like, for that musical Mondays is what I'm going to use as a way to, like, because they're like, one, big shout outs to everybody making tight beats. You know, everybody has killer fucking shit. And what I'm going to do, you know what? I don't know. Maybe maybe it may not be the best idea, right? But I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do it just because I really fuck with the idea. I'm going to fucking do it. I don't care what nobody, you know, whatever. And my fault. I don't want to like steal anything from nobody, or none of that shit. So I'm gonna give as much credit. I'm gonna like take my time to like again let it be known that yo, this is from this particular person, big shout outs to this person and all that other sort of jazz. But in the musical Monday series is basically like I'm going to take that time to write, like to choose like whichever type beat. I don't have to. I'll at least initially start off with one, like it being keep it to one song per musical Monday, but like I'll take like a type beat and like I'll have a rap for it, but I'll get on camera, rap it out, and rap it out, man. I'll rap it out for y'all. Basically, I think it's a win-win. Like for y'all, excuse me, like for y'all, like especially if I in my heart I feel it like I make good music, right? So when you guys come across it or whatever, like I'm 100% confident that y'all are gonna be like, yo, okay, this shit's good, and for me it's again like it's like a certain kind of a release. So that also helps me out. And then not only that, shoot, I've been meaning and wanting to do this because I don't want to keep this shit up in the vault, man. I don't just want it locked and stored away or whatever. I want to be able to like I want to record it and like look back on it in the same way and fashion that I do for the gameplays and for the podcast. So yeah, that's that. I like you know what, I didn't intentionally mean to like come and plug in, like a new move that I plan on making later on, but that's what I'm gonna do. But let me go ahead, like y'all, this is the beat to the song Crown Out the Mud that I made. Even though the beat itself is not called Crown Out the Mud, it's called it's a Meek Mill type beat, and it's called Street Talk. Again, big shout outs to So Special, because this shit is fucking, to me, it's hard. So yo, I'm telling you, this shit. Y'all, this shit, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to cut the podcast right here and rap to my shit right on the spot. Right, to rap to this shit right on the spot, man. But I'm gonna save it for another time. But yes, this bro, I feel like it encapsulated all of what I wanted to get into. And then not only that, it made it even like more special because not only did I create something to it, like I actually got on stage and performed it. And let me say this also, man. Yo, there was a hell of a fucking difference between rapping something, like just rapping something, and rapping and performing something. Those are two major fucking things. I tell you that much. But but you know what, man? It's all cool. It's all cool. I'm going to take this time, all right? I mean, I could get into the rest of the different things or whatever, but you know what? I think I might save it for another time. But here is where I'm going to throw in the water break. All right, this is going to be where we take our little break, we do our little thing or whatever. Well, actually, no. For this camera, I'm going to cut it. Actually, I really have to cut it, just before the footage gets a little too long and I can't get get this content out up on the podcasting sources. So yeah, I'm going to cut it right here. If I have any notifications, I'm going to address those. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. All right. I'm also going to have the music playing. And then after that, we're going to get into the special announcements. And then we're going to get to the hot topic questions or topics, just hot topics in general. I got two of them for you guys. I have two of them. One of them is, I think it's more so the first one is more so I'm filling you guys in on it just so like you guys know about it. But the second one I have like I'm able to talk a little bit about. Like give some give more than like it's going to be a bit more than me just telling you about it. I have a couple thoughts or two to tell you guys about. But nonetheless, man, let me go ahead and play that motherfucking music. Let me get it. Hold up. Back, we going back to Young E. Go ahead. Matter of fact, hold on. Matter of fact, no. Let me go ahead and play this shit right here. Let me play this shit right here. Cause I'm not gonna hold you. The people in this song, they fucking killed this one. Hold up.
I can swallow up,
bottle up, alcohol it up. Yo, Eminem, I don't know how fucking old he is. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. He really might be the fucking GOAT of this shit. But you know what? Let me go ahead and cut this shit right here before I fuck around and again fuck up the whole footage or whatever, or fuck up my whole game plan. All right. Again, thank you guys so much, and I'll catch y'all in a little bit. See ya.